All right, let's have fun. All right, welcome back, guys. Today's video, we're gonna be going over our next exercise for the Army Fitness Test. And today it's gonna be the plank, my personal least favorite exercise on the entire Army Fitness Test. I don't know why, but it's something I'm not good at. So hopefully the tips and tricks that we're gonna go over today, you can implement in your regiment, so that way you don't find yourself in the same boat as me and be slacking in the plank. But let's dive right into this and learn some great stuff today. All right, the first exercise that we're gonna be going over today for the plank is also a plank. What? But it's a little bit different. It's gonna be a plank, normally just how we do it in the Army Fitness Test. Additionally, we're gonna add in some side plank variations as well. Now, with a little bit of rotation, being able to change position, it's gonna make it a little bit easier than just holding a normal plank. But overall, this is gonna work different parts of your core and overall lead to your success on the plank in your next Army Fitness Test. All right, so obviously this is our normal plank position for the Army Fitness Test. All right, but this is gonna have a few different variations and we're gonna go over the timing and rep ranges and everything like that. But first, in order to start out, we're gonna start out in our normal plank, getting into that nice starting position. Body completely straight. We are right over top of our elbows in a good starting position. Now, from here, he's gonna hold this position for about 15 seconds and then rotate into a side plank position that's gonna look just like this. Now, the side plank, again, 15 seconds. You can have your arm extended on your side, doesn't matter, but what we wanna see is your body's completely straight. We're not sagging in the middle right here. But from here, he's gonna go through these three variations of a normal plank, a side plank, and then rotating to the other side. 15 seconds each, and he's gonna do this for about 1 minute and 30 seconds before terminating the movement. All right, our next exercise is one that you've probably heard of before. It's gonna be the bear crawl. Now, not what you're thinking when people are running around all crazy, no form, no nothing like that. That's not what we're here to do today. What we're gonna do is a very technical movement. Now, I would call this an athletic bear crawl. The reason being is, again, it's very technical and very specific as to what we're trying to do. Now, the purpose of this, right, when we're doing a plank, we're working our rectus abdominis, we're working our obliques. This is also going to be working those things, but this is also going to be working your shoulder stabilizing muscles, right? This is another thing that when you're doing the plank starts to get really painful, right? So this is something that we should also integrate into our training so that way we can be super successful when we go to actually do the plank. But today we're gonna cover the bear crawl, try it out and let us know in the comments how you like it, but let's jump right into it. All right, so the starting position is gonna look just like this. All right, we're down on all fours. What we really wanna make sure is that we have a 90-degree angle between our torso and our thighs, or our hamstrings and our feet. 90-degree angle there and there. And we wanna try to maintain that throughout the duration of the entire movement. To get into the full starting position, he is going to come up off his knees about 1 inch or 2 off the ground. Now he is going to start moving forward, moving opposite hand and opposite foot, only a couple inches at a time, while maintaining, keeping his torso nice and straight. He's keeping his core nice and tight and continuously doing this movement pattern for anywhere from 15 to about 20 yards. I recommend at that point, taking a rest, standing up, shaking it out, and doing it again for about 3 or 4 more sets. But this is overall a great movement to get you ready for your next plank on the Army Fitness Test. All right, your last and final movement today, we definitely saved the best for last, is gonna be a single leg glute bridge with an anti-rotational hold. Now, there's different ways to train the core, but you always wanna think about what the movement is, right? What I mean by that is the plank in and of itself is an anti-extension movement. It is your body trying to prevent itself from going into this position or extension at the hip, right? Today's purposes, we're gonna be doing an anti-rotational movement. This is gonna involve a lot of your obliques, a major muscle group when doing the plank. We're gonna dive right into what this looks like. But again, this is another movement that you can do at a gym or at home. And everything that we've done today, you can do at home. And that's what this is meant for, squeezing these things in when you have time. So let's dive right into this. You let us know if you like this movement and movements like it in the future. All right, this is going to be our starting position for the glute bridge. We're gonna start out coming up with both legs into this position right here. Body is completely straight, utilizing your glutes to keep your body in that nice straight position. Now we're gonna go into the single leg glute bridge, lifting one of the feet off the ground. Again, keeping that leg perfectly in line with the other leg at the same time. Now, this is going to involve an anti-rotational aspect of this movement, and we need something for our individual to hold on to. So of course, I have something with me today that we could do that with. So today's purposes, I'm gonna use my belt. You can use a band or whatever you have available to you, but definitely wanna do this with a partner, obviously, to get the anti-rotational aspect of this movement knocked out together. All right, now that our individual is in the perfect position for a single leg glute bridge, we are going to introduce the anti-rotational aspect of this movement by grabbing something, again, like a belt or anything that you have around, a band, it even could be a t-shirt, right? We're going to hand it to our individual. They're going to be holding it straight above their chest, and I am now going to apply some resistance. What this is doing is engaging his core, a lot of his obliques, again, movements or muscles that we use in the plank itself, but he is getting a full body workout right now, as you can assume from his suffering on the ground. He's working his glutes, his planks, his shoulders, his chest, full body movement. This is an excellent movement to do with a partner at a gym, at home, wherever you can. And that, ladies and gentlemen, are 3 exercises that are gonna help you on your next Army Fitness test for the plank. Again, you can work these exercises in 15-minute intervals whenever you have some free time, on lunch, after work, whatever it may be. But these are the things that if you do consistently, you are going to see positive results on your next Army Fitness test. But please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you're liking from these videos and what you want to see in the future. But until I see you again, I hope you have a great guard day. Probably thought this would be pretty easy, huh? Is it sucking a little bit? Good. Yes.